Hi, in this video, I'm going to be showing you exactly why you shouldn't be working on Fiverr. Because just as it's important to know how to make money online and what tools work, it's equally important to know what doesn't work so you don't waste your time and valuable resources. So let's get started. So this is the dashboard of my Fiverr console right here. And as you can see, I just want to show you real quick that this is everything I say. It's either through personal experience, and I've tried it, I've tested it, or it's through case studies. Okay, so everything on my channel, because I really hate hype and I hate fluff. All right, so I try to bring you my personal experience, and this is one of them. This is 5 years worth of experience. All right, so as you can see, this is my review. I'm gonna click refresh, so there's no funny business, and these are the orders that are actually coming in. All right, that I actually have right now. Let me show you real quick my earnings. Okay, so that's the most important thing people want to know. All right, so if you check out the earnings, all right, I make about $7,969, almost $8,000, right? It looks good, but until you see how long it took. It's been from 2017 all the way up to this end of this year, right? Which is basically almost the end of 2021. So almost 5 years. Yep, 5 years, all right, to make only $8,000. All right, that's horrible, and I'm going to go into why that is later on. But let me just show you, this is not just some quick channel that I researched from some article like most of the other channels would do. They'll just tell you, oh yeah, you can make this much money on Fiverr, but they have never worked a day on here. So and I'm showing you exactly, this is 5 years worth of history, right? Let me see. Yep. So from 2017, 2018, you can see 2019, 2020, and now 2021. Right. So 5 years on Fiverr. All right. A level 2 seller. So I can I think it's safe to say I know my business. And now that that's out of the way, all right. Now you know that you can trust what I'm saying. Let me go into the reason why, or the very first reason why you shouldn't work on Fiverr, and that is, it's because they take 20% of your income and they give you little to nothing to show for it. Right? So anytime I earn anything, let me go with orders. Right? Let's go with earnings. Okay, so for every $5, they take $1, and on top of that, they also take another around 24% on anything that the customer buys. All right. So what I mean by that is, if the customer tips you $5, they also take $1 from that. All right, and on top of that, they also charge a tax. I don't know, a Fiverr hidden tax. So let me go ahead and show you what that is. But let me show you that later. But the main thing is, look, for every $100 you make, they take $20. All right, and it's okay if you get something in return. But I'm about to show you that you get pretty much almost nothing in return. Okay, so they take 20% of everything you make, and they force you to promote your own gigs. All right. And how do they do that? Well, they have something called promoted gigs now. All right. So now you have to buy your own. Oh, it doesn't show up. There we go. Now you have to pay money to get your gig listed. All right. And you pay basically per clicks. It's basically you pay to play. That's essentially what it is. So before, where you used to be able to just list your gig for free, and it justified Fiverr taking 20% so that you can get your gig listed. Now they take 20% and you have to pay extra money to get listed on Fiverr, right? To rank on Fiverr, right? So basically, if you pay to play, you get first, and everyone who doesn't pay anything, they get pushed all the way to the back. All right, so you can't make any money that way. Right? So that's the first thing, pay to play. You have to now pay to promote your gigs. All right. And, so that you get nothing for your 20%. The next thing that I'm about to talk to you about is you're going to have to pay to get certified. All right. So let me go into my dashboard. Let me go into community. Okay, so now they want you to pay to show off your certificates that you're qualified on Fiverr. All right, and you do that by paying for the courses, right? So they're basically milking their sellers bone dry. All right, so after taking 20% and after forcing their sellers to pay to play so that they can get their gig promoted, now they want them to as well buy courses, take these courses so they can show off their credentials. Here you go. Stand out, show off your expertise with badges earned for every course you take, learn from the best, and get more clients. This is the main thing, all right? Get more clients, gain more visibility, and increase your traffic as you grow your skill sets. So this is another way to coerce Fiverr sellers to pay and buy more money that they earn. Now, this is money that they bled for. So after the 20% of both their tips and the gig price, now they want to take whatever's left over and take the remaining 80%. All right, and they do it by forcing you to take these courses to get more traffic, right? More clients, and to promote your gigs. Now, so now you have to really, really pay, all right? Pay twice. So the first reason is they force you to promote your gig. The second reason, they force you to buy qualifications and take these courses. Let me move on to the third reason. Third reason is that Fiverr's customer support, guess what? Only supports the customer. That's right. And what does that mean in real life? Well, let me tell you. Let me go back to my my page right here. All right, I've had a lot of customers. Let me go to my analytics. Let me see. Orders. Here we go. Okay, so I've had a lot of customers, and guess what? All right, there's so many refund scam that goes on. All right, and this is the Hall of Shame, as you can see. All right, so what that means is because Fiverr only supports their customers, right? Only supports their customers and not their sellers. You're gonna get things like refund scam, and what that means is they put in the order to do a work, right? And you deliver the work to them, and once you deliver the work, they just make up any excuse. Oh, I don't like the color, I don't like the wording, I don't like the text, I changed my mind. It could be anything, absolutely anything. And then they'll just complain to customer support. Customer support will say, okay, here's your money back. All right, so this is basically the money I lost. All right, except for this one. This one's she actually paid for it, but the rest, these are just refund. And you can see it's like $10. Like really, some of them is really, really like low, and it's still trying to get their money back and cheat the system. So that's $10. I got cheated for $10. I got cheated for $75, $60, $20, and the customer support they don't help you at all. They leave you out to dry. They'll just say, "Oh, you just have to deal with it." So what is that 20% going to? And don't take my word for it. You can go down to Fiverr's own forum, and you will see tons and tons and tons of sellers telling you like what customer support only supports the customer. They leave the seller high and dry and force the seller to either redo the work and do unlimited work for free, which is basically free, right? Or some of the cases are ridiculous. In my case, I had one customer ask me for a revision 2 months after the order was completed, and the customer support is still forcing me to do it. That's why I'm about to delete this account. But before I do it, I want to warn everyone so you don't waste your time with this company. All right? So that's the main other reason that customer support only supports a customer. You are expendable assets. So the next question you're asking is, how come you see so many videos and articles singing praises for Fiverr. Like if you go to YouTube, for example, you just type in Fiverr, you're going to see all these wonderful, videos on how they used a gaming developer, and they got wonderful products, and they got a lot of subs, and they did such a great job, and all these wonderful praises. Well, I'm going to give you the short answer, and that is the short and simple answer, and that's straight up money. Okay, that's straight up money, and let me show you right here what I mean by that. If people sing praises, because obviously they can't get people to join or go to Fiverr if they're talking bad about it. So the main reason why they're singing praises and how it's great and this and that is because of money. Look how much money they get if they go to the link. Look at this, $15 to $150 for cost per action, depending on the service the first-time buyer purchases. And then you get a fixed cost per action per first-time purchase and revenue share for 12 months. So whatever the person buys for 12 whole months, you get a chunk of that, 10%. Do you see why they're more than happy to sing praises and close their eyes and say kumbaya, like this is great, this is a wonderful marketplace right here, great, this is all good, but it's because of money, right? It's all because of money. The reality of the situation is that you will have people Fiverr will abuse you, right? They will just simply force you to do free work, right? No matter how many times you submit it, and no matter how many times you do good work and you send it to the customer, customer can just give any reason whatsoever, and they can get an instantaneous refund. Okay, instantaneous. And this is just not me like saying, "Oh, I just joined for a week." This is 5 years. Okay, all of these orders right here. All right, all these orders. All right. And it's such a shame. It's such a shame. And the reason why they can get away with this is because Fiverr is not it's not a U.S.-based company. It's not a Canadian-based company. It's not even EU. It is an Israeli-based company. All right. So, a lot of things like, worker protection rights and stuff like that simply don't exist. And they use that and abuse it to the fullest extent. Okay. So, this username is about to be deleted soon. All right, don't bother looking it up. It won't be around much longer. And yet, I'm going to be canceling these orders. It's simply just not worth it, guys. I don't want you to waste your time, and I want to show you real quick exactly how much money what's the average Joe going to earn, right? And the average Joe is about $8,000 for 5 years of work. All right, and that's only part of the picture. The other part is the refunds. Okay, and the heartache. They're never going to support you. This is a live example of how customer support will treat you. All right, and let me just read it out so they can see this. It says, "Alex, hello there. I hope you are doing great. At the moment, your buyer, blah blah blah, is very concerned about it and asking for us to contact on this behalf." All right. And they say a lot of times and funds are invested in this project, and in the end, no account credentials were provided to the buyer, which is a lie. Okay, because I sent it to her, and on top of that, she closed it out. Right? It was delivered and rated 5 stars. 2 months later, she comes back, and I even tell him, "Well, hi, Alex. I told my customer that she would be able to make changes within 50 to 60 days of the project is completed." At the very end of this, all right, I told her that no edits to her course because I no longer have access to it, right? So she sent it after the 60 days, right? Which is generous, right? I can't access her course, and then I said she contacted me on the 28th at the end of the 60-day limit, right? And demanded revision. I went above and beyond the scope of work. I even told him, "Please help me, guide me on this. Am I supposed to give her every customer unlimited revision forever?" Okay? Mind you, this is 2 months. Way, like ample time 2 months, and now it's 3 months, right? Maybe 2 months and 5 days, all right? And it goes right here. I made my policy clear, and if you check the work log, I made sure that her order was 110% to her satisfaction, even doing work outside of what she ordered already. She asked for like a PDF file. She didn't pay for it, but I did it anyway. And then she still wanted a refund. All right? Why did she wait until 63 days to come back for a revision, then blame me for not doing a revision when I no longer have access to the course? 63 days, and she still wants me to do a freaking revision. All right? And then, of course, this guy argues a timeline. This guy really wants me to push, because who does he support? He supports the customer, right? And this is only a taste of what you're going to deal with when you work with these people. There's only a little taste of what you're going to deal with when you work with these people, because look at this. This is just horrible, and I can show you more. Right? This is me telling them the buyer keeps on expanding the scope of the original work. All right, let's see how they support you. All right. So my question is, hi, I would like to ask for guidance. I have a buyer that paid for her material, converted into an online course. The problem comes when she sent her requirements. I built the course, and she kept on adding more to the course. Her initial PowerPoint slides had grammar error, text alignment issues, formatting inconsistencies, switching between numbering and bullet points. I fixed a few of them, but she is demanding that I fix all of them. The question is, if she handed me the files, I had errors in her initial requirements, and my gig was to only build the course using those files that she handed in with the errors. What am I supposed to do? I did try to work with her and fix a few errors, and told her that any extra revisions will require an additional gig, but she just keeps on using this as an excuse to reject the gig. I'm sure she has done this before with other sellers as well. Any guidance would be much appreciated. And then it says, Vlad's like, let me assist you. I do see you have delivered according to your gig description, but the buyer does not seem to be satisfied. As sellers here are freelancers. We do not guarantee for your work. Due to this, we will not be able to force the buyer into accepting the work they are not satisfied with. So if you wish to get this properly completed at this point, you would need to persuade the buyer to accept your work or negotiate the order to reach an agreement. So basically they're saying, and they can't help me, right? They can't, or choose not to help me. So they can't force the buyer to accept the work, but they can force you, the seller, to do extra work for free. You see how that works? All right? And this is a real message right here. This is a real pain point. I want you to see the reality of the situation here. Customers extorting me for extra work. I go to Fiverr's customer support to Mr. Vlad here, and Vlad says, yep, I see you did your job, but you're basically SOL. All right here. I don't make any of this up. I want to show the truth. Okay? Then I say, thank you very much, for not helping me for anything pretty much. All right? And basically what they do is, this customer is blackmailing me and saying that if I don't do the work, they're going to rate me 1 star. At this point, I said, I don't care. Give me the 1 star. I'm not working for free. Okay? I will stand my ground and with luck get paid for my time and work. I will also accept the 1 star rating if that, whatever that comes, or however long it takes. So you have no support. This guy's saying, I'm here, let me assist you. What did he assist me with? Jack. He assisted me with nothing. All right, that's Fiverr customer support, ladies and gentlemen. So I know this video was long, but if you watched all the way through and you saw how Fiverr treats their sellers, and level 2 seller at that for 5 years, you know that if you work on Fiverr, you're not going to be a seller. A seller is just another name for Fiverr to call you, a nice name for Fiverr to call you. But the real meaning of a seller on Fiverr is digital slave. Okay, that's what you are. And I don't want anyone to be a digital slave working for Fiverr for free. And the reason why it's free is because after they take $4 of whatever you make. Let me go back to here. After they take 20% of whatever you make, they force you to promote your gigs and have it listed on a decent page. And then on top of that, they force you to pay for courses to show your credentials to get more traffic. And then on top of that, they force you to do all free work, all free revisions. And if the customer wants to ask for unlimited revisions, this is how they assist you. This is how Mr. Vlad of Fiverr helps you out here. I will assist you. Unfortunately, let's see, where is it? I suggest you create a list detailing the work you have done and explain to the buyer how this list compares to the gig description in the bio. Please continue communicating with the buyer to see if you're able to reach a mutually beneficial agreement. So what the heck is this guy's job? I wish you the best of luck. Isn't that smart? All right. So they take 20%, they shove all the work to you, and they force you to do unlimited revisions. And then one last caveat before I end this long video is this is a new thing that they use to really push the sellers over the edge. All right? And that is, if you go to analytics, this is the requirements that you need to maintain or else they'll demote you. You notice this thing right here? That's right, ladies and gentlemen. They want you to maintain a 4.7 rating over the course of 60 days. What that means is if nobody rates you, because you can't force people to rate you, right? If no one rates you within 60 days, you can get demoted, right? This is just another way to, put that pressure cooker to the sellers. It's already bad enough that they force you to, pay to play, right? By having to promote your gigs. Right? And then on top of that, they take 20% of everything, and then the customer support here doesn't do anything. Right? They leave you hanging out to dry. Then if you don't get rated, that means if you have a whole bunch of orders, right? But those orders aren't rated because let's face it, a lot of people don't like to rate, right? And if they don't rate you within 60 days, you can get docked. See, that's what this little red demotion thing is right here. Okay. And that's why I'm saying it's not worth it. It is absolutely not worth working on Fiverr. And I'm showing you my inside look of my account. I'm showing you everything, so that you don't fall for these people singing praises just to get you to sign up and spend on using their link, because they're just trying to milk you for money. That's all it is. If you use their link and you click on it, they get paid anywhere between $15 and $150 for your first time purchase. And then after that, right, or maybe, and that's it. Or you can pick this one, which is hybrid. They get $10 for the first time purchase, and they get 10% of anything you purchase within the first month, the first year. That's ridiculous. That's why they're singing praises. The reality of the situation is, they will leave you out. They'll hang you out to dry, and this is not just the only one. All right, let me go back to Fiverr. Let me go back to here. It's not the only thing. So I know this video was really, really long, but I wanted just to hit it home that working on this thing, working on Fiverr and this machinery here, is just straight up not worth it. It's absolutely not worth it. You don't the trouble that you go through just to get an order done is not worth it. They push promoted gigs, which is basically having you to pay to play. They're pushing you to get credentials right here, so that you pay more money to them. And then on top of that, they offer you no support, right here, no support. And you have to do unlimited revisions, right? Absolutely unlimited revisions. And they don't say it, right? But it's the dark side of Fiverr. So please, guys, don't waste your time with this service. This is 5 years. 5 years of me working here. That's my total. It ain't worth it. Don't be a digital slave. If you want to find out ways to make money, you can check out my other videos. I'll show you how to promote your videos. You open up a YouTube channel. You can do a blog. I'd rather you do any of those things than sign up for this and become a digital slave for them. Because is it easy? Yeah, it's relatively easy. You just give them the email and you can get you can just open up a few gigs and get started. But is it worth it? Just because it is easy doesn't mean it's worth it. All right, and this is a 5-year case study, from my own personal experience. And there's no affiliate links whatsoever. I just want you to save you from the trouble of what I went through. I don't ever want anyone to have to work hard. Like this was I think maybe a $250 order. I can't remember exactly. And then have you basically treated like you're not even human, right? Look at this guy. Let me assist you. And what does he do? He basically forces me to handle it by myself, and I get no help. He doesn't back me up at all. I basically had to reject this customer's order, I think about 15 times. 15 times, and then finally she gave up. And then she made a deal with me. She said, if you fix just one more thing, I promise I will, complete the order. So I did it, and luckily I didn't, she kept her promise. But you can tell, like, this service right here, they don't even treat you like a human being. This isn't even like a normal response. It's probably a canned response. So you don't get treated like this. Don't refute. Be smarter than me. I made the mistake, so you didn't have to. I wasted 5 years of my life, so you don't have to. Okay, so please, what they will get you on, in the early phase it doesn't really matter, right? Because you're a new seller. But once you start investing your time into this, you're going to realize that they're going to treat you like a slave, right? Because they think that you need them, and when you do, essentially, if you stick with them too long. Luckily, I have my own business, my other online business, so I don't need them anymore. But it took me a while to wisen up, and I'm like, oh, all these people are praising Fiverr. They're saying Fiverr is great. Join Fiverr. Fiverr is wonderful. And then I realized, and when I got in after like 5 years, I got like really junky service. They forced me to do unlimited revisions for customers, and then I realized it's all because of the money. All right, don't fall for this, ladies and gentlemen. Please, 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 don't fall for this. This is a very long video, and it is because I don't want you to waste 5 years of your life, for nothing. This is nothing. This money might look even. I was like, some people might think, oh, this is a great change. No, the amount of work. This doesn't show the amount of hours I had to put in. All right, it doesn't show the hours I put in for each one. And as you can see, they can ask for unlimited revisions, right, outside of your scope of work, and you will get no support. And that's why you're working for free, because that $5 order, that person can ask for $100, $100 worth of work. And then what are you going to do? You go to customer service and say, wah, 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 you're out of luck. All right. Don't let this company treat you badly. All right. Don't get in the first place. Do something else, anything else, but don't join Fiverr. I'm sorry for this long video. If this video helped you out at all, if you found it useful, because this is the truth, all right? This account won't last long, because the moment they see this video, it's probably going to get deleted, or I'm going to delete it myself. Either or, it doesn't really matter. So I sacrificed a 5-year account for this video. Please hit that like button if you found it useful. As I try to make more great content that can help people out instead of just hype and clickbait. All right, so I'm Vince from Digital Nomad Institute, and I'll see you next video. Thank you so much for watching.